All right, New York Giants fans, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. I've enhanced my chi. I've calmed down. I've had a cup of coffee, well, a couple cups of coffee from my Black Rifle. I've been in the gym, hanging and banging a little bit. Now let's talk realistically about New York Giants free agency. What the hell are they doing? What is Gettleman thinking? What is his mind process right now? You let Dalvin Tomlinson walk to Minnesota for $11 million a year. For 2 years, for $22 million. Then you turn around and give $3 million to Booker and another $3 million to Austin Johnson. So you were telling me for $5 million more, you could not find that money in the salary cap to bring back Dalvin Tomlinson? I'm re-enhancing my chi now. I'm feeling so much better. Now you hear that Giants have trepidation about Kenny Galladay. That the injuries now may preclude them for signing the star wide receiver, which has been the object of affection for most Giant fans, or some Giant fans. I think Giant fans who have more of a knowledge of the understanding of the Giant salary cap understood that signing Galladay would then make us top heavy with 6 contracts and not just 5. And most people don't understand, like I said before, we gave out $30 million in prorated bonuses this year. Because Gettleman's big plan, he never did this before, was to give you less money up front in the salary and give you more in the bonus and stretch the bonus out. But the only problem is that affects the salary cap. And I said this before, minus the rule of 51, we are almost $7 million over the cap. With the rule of 51, we're only like $900,000 under the cap. And we need to be under the cap by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Leonard Williams is holding this team hostage. Plain and simple. And for all the people that are like, well, just rescind the tag. These are the same people that I've seen on Twitter and other social media outlets and content creators that were clamoring for Leonard Williams. We gotta keep Leo the Lion. We gotta keep Leonard. Why? You let Dalvin Tomlinson walk for nothing. You could have traded him last year to Green Bay and got something back for him of value. But we let him go. And we're sitting there looking to pay Leonard Williams whatever he wants. Because at this point in time, you have to give it to him. If you rescind the tag and let Leonard Williams walk, we are going to look like fools. And then people are like, well, Reddick's still available. Oh, so okay. We subtract the sacks that Reddick had against the Giants. He had 7.5 sacks last season. And that was his big year. And Juju Schuster's still available. I like Schuster. I do. But what, you're going to overpay to get him? And then I saw these rumors about Leonard Floyd and Juden and all these other people coming to the Giants. And then they got these massive contracts. And it's like, okay, you people, not everyone, people need to understand this is a business. Players are going to be looking, of course, always for the most amount of money. That's why I do not fault Leonard Williams as a person for getting as much as he can. I fault the Giants organization for allowing this to fester for 2 seasons. And I don't know where else as an organization you go from here. And I've said this before, and I'm not surprised that Dalvin Tomlinson walked. I'm surprised for what they let him walk for. I'm not surprised that the Giants are probably going to go after second-tiered free agents because I said that's what's going to happen. Because the fact that if you look logistically at the salary cap, I can't even talk, that's what they have available. Plain and simple. I mean, it's not like you could look at their cap space and go, oh, they got tons of cap space. They got tons of contracts they can rework. Yeah, you're probably going to get $6 million back from Nate this year. You're probably, you can make. I was emailing someone yesterday and texting them. There's about 9 guys that you can cut that you can get under the money needed to sign a Galladay. But then you have to remember, all these guys that you're cutting are backup guys. potential guys. So you are going to have to refine those guys either in the draft or free agency and hope they are better than the guys you let go. The Giant organization, and I love when people talk, and I got a lot of older Giant fans, and I appreciate them because of the fact that they know, some of them know the 70s. And I keep referring back to the 70s because the 70s, the Giants were so bad. They went through 3 head coaches, and they finally hit on Ray Perkins. They made stupid moves that you just scratched your head. And they make trades. You were like, what? You look at it like, what the? Even back then, you look at it, what the hell were you thinking? Trading the number 1 overall pick for Craig Morton so they could take Randy White. Yeah, that worked out really well. And I've said it before, signing a washed-up Larry Zonka, that didn't turn into the miracle of the Meadowlands. No, we got no problems here. So we have to hope, and I love people, and I love some people's optimism. I do. Dave Gettleman's got a grandiose plan. Okay. What is it? You need to be under the salary cap by 4 p.m. tomorrow. You got the franchise tag for Leonard Williams at 19 plus, which may potentially be 21 plus. You've signed a running back who is basically a third-string running back who's not even listed on anyone's top 100 free agents, and you gave him $6 million. You signed Austin Johnson because of the fact that you probably knew you were losing Dalvin Tomlinson, but you gave Austin $3 million guaranteed. You couldn't sign Dalvin Tomlinson to a multi-year contract and probably gave him the same amount of money? And then, like I said, then you see all these messages. Giants unsure about Galladay. Giants, some other team who seem to be questions about the free agent. Interest only at a certain price. Someone's going to give him the money. I still think he's going to Miami. Someone's going to give him his money. He was stupid not to take the money from Detroit last year. And I think he's one of those free agents that has really proven his stupidity and his overvalue in the market. And I even said in multiple videos, I don't see him as an $18 million receiver. You call him Baby Megatron, yeah, and he had 2,000-yard seasons. But he also had a plethora and multitude of injuries. And he was out all last year, or most of last year. So I'm not giving a guy that type of money. I'm not even giving him $14 million. Because you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, if you take a look, I think out of the top 20, there's only 2 guys available. Out of the top 40, I think there was like 12 guys available. And I said this yesterday. I said it a couple weeks ago. The free agency this year is going to go quick. The money is going to go quick. It's going to go within the first 24 hours, the big money. And the first 24 hours would be, we're reaching that point right now. And when the Jets are winning the back page of the New York sports papers, you know you got a problem as an organization. And then you see that the Giants we're going to rely on younger talent. The younger talent is going to carry us into 2021. Well, you know what? You still need a veteran presence on this team. And we have to pray. We have to pray. Oh, yes, we pray just to make it today. Sorry, a little MC Hammer there. We have to pray that Leonard Williams does not revert back to half a sack Leonard. We have to pray he's not the guy that was his first 4 years with the Jets. You are so invested and so deep in the Leonard Williams hole. There is nothing as an organization right now you can do but sign him. Because you will look like a fool if you don't. And then you will have to go back to your fan base and explain to them why we traded Kenny Galladay's contract for Leonard Williams and then let Dalvin Tomlinson walk. And people have to be realistic about other free agents that are still available. You have to be realistic because people are like, well, there's still plenty of pass rushers available. No, not really. Not of quality. Not of quality at all. You got Clowney out there. Clowney might be coming on the cheap soon because I don't know what people are going to be looking at him because I think his career is pretty much washed up and over. You want to talk about Reddick? I'm like, okay, Reddick. People need to get over the Reddick thing. You really do. He had one awesome game and 7.5 sacks the rest of the 15 games. So I'm not seeing him being the answer for your pass rushing woes. I don't see it. I mean, I try not to get upset with the Giants because of the fact that this is what Gettleman does. This is what he does. Plain and simple. He does this. And it's do you look at it as, I mean, how do you look at it? Do you look at it, he doesn't know what he's doing? I love one person goes, well, he's a spy for the Cowboys. I don't think he's a spy for the Cowboys, but I mean, if you look at Reddick, and I love it, but if you look at him, he had 5 sacks against the Giants. Then he had 1 game without, 2 games without, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. We had 1. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games without a sack. And sometimes he would have 2 tackles. And we should give him the money. That's what we should do. And people are going to be like, Tim, you're negative. You know what? If you think I'm negative, stop listening. Because it's not negativity, it's honesty. And that's what we need in this Giants community. We need plain, unadulterated honesty. I could be a homer. I could make a video every day about how wonderful the Giants are and preach that. But you know what? That's not reality. And that's what we need. We need to focus on reality. I've re-enhanced my chi. The rent is over. And now I'm going to go back and drink some more coffee. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully the Giants will do something in free agency, but don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. And like I said, it's just, we shall see what happens. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like, if you could subscribe, if you ring that bell thing under the means, that'd be awesome.